Yo, what's up, everybody?
Skyman tapping the fuck in.
And if you haven't heard already, hype as fuck, baby. Let's go.
It's your boy Ace Outlaw. We're about to get hype as fuck.
What it do? This is TSD Chris with Trap Star Dreamers, and you tuned in with Hype as Fuck podcast. Let's get it.
Hype as fuck.
Hype as fuck.
I'm hype as fuck.
I'm the bastard.
I'm G Blunt.
We are tongue tied.
Yep.
And we are hype as fuck to be back.
What's up, Jesse?
I want to take a second at the beginning of this, and I just want to give you your flowers. What up, Chris?
What's up?
Are you ready? Because I know I'm ready. Are you ready to get hype as fuck?
Hype as fuck.
Hype as fuck.
I love you so much. I think you're fantastic. You know I do. I just love meeting you guys in person, and then it's like, oh my god, you're you're actually our family for life. As soon as I saw you, I wanted to hug you because you've been there, you've been there for us. You're not just regular to me. You're Madback Jackson.
Well, shout out to Hype as Fuck Promotions. Shout out to Madback Jackson.
It's Madwack. Let's get hype as fuck, yeah?
Hype as fuck.
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 Hype AF in the house.
The boy Master
I
K,
can't hear you.
so to tap him for hype as fuck. Let's get it. Jill.
Jesse, get hype as fuck. What up?
Y'all want your hype as fuck? I know I do.
Roar! This is Toddy and you're watching Hype as Fuck.
What up, what up? Welcome to another episode of Get Hype AF Podcast. I am your host, Madwack Jackson, and this is episode number something of episode season 8. I can't keep track. But one thing I do know is who my guest is, and that is Rocky Rob, you guys. And one other little thing I will let you guys know, I just checked my streams. It's not the word I'm looking for, but this is episode 83, you guys. We are almost to 100 episodes of getting hype AF. How freaking cool is that? I just wanted to throw that out there and thank every single one of you for making that happen, and every single one of my past guests. That is mind-blowing to me. So hell yes, thank you guys. And let's get on with today's show and keep this vibe rolling. So share this video out, invite your friends, tag them in here, like and subscribe, and welcome today's guest, you guys. We got Rocky Rob.
What up?
What up, homie? How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Heck yeah. So we're going to just jump right into this and let people who don't know who you are get acquainted with you. How old are you? Where are you from? And if it differs, where do you currently reside?
I am 36. I live in Michigan, Southwest Michigan, not Detroit. Because every time I say Michigan, people automatically think, oh, how's Detroit? I've never been to Detroit. I was like, I'm not from Detroit.
There's a whole state there, you guys. It's not just one city. All right. And you do quite a bit here. So first off, I guess, why don't you introduce us to just some of the things you do? You're a musician, and what else do you do?
I just got a job working at an airport. So I work at an airport.
And maybe I am incorrect, but what is this affiliation that you have with wrestling?
Oh, wrestling?
Yeah. I know. I that's what I mean. Maybe correct me, but I see you share an awful lot of stuff to do with wrestling and stuff. So I was intrigued.
I recently just started watching like I never really was a wrestling fan, but I started watching JCW, and so I started sharing that just to show support.
So just a
And
fan then.
yeah, and then I started liking hardcore wrestling, like death matches. I got hooked on that.
Heck yeah. Well, nothing wrong with that. All right. So then I guess let's get into some of this music. How long have you been making music?
I think since 2016.
2016. And what got you started? What made you want to dip your toe in the water and start doing it yourself?
I've always had a thing for it since I was a kid. I used to write. I used to have a notebook full of verses. I didn't know if it was like 16 bars, or I didn't know nothing about that. I was just writing. I used to have a friend that we would rap together, and then I used to rap battle other kids in school, and then I decided to start asking different artists, and they started giving me advice. So I talked to artists like Fat Joe. He gave me advice. Be Real from Cypress Hill, and a couple other underground artists too that gave me advice, and that built Rocky Rob.
Heck yeah. All right. So we have a couple viewers in here asking a question already. One of our previous guests, Jay Lance, would like to know, or would like me to ask you, who Shadows of the Night is.
Shadows of the Night is a duo between me and J Flow.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. And we're forming a group called Shadows of the Night.
Oh, all right. When can do you guys have has that been announced? Can we anything we can expect from them coming out soon, or tell us a little bit about that?
I think we're working on like 2 EPs, and we'll have some singles. We're gonna work on some couple singles, so give people a taste of Shadows of the Night, and hopefully we're looking to get done by one of them at least by next year. Hopefully the other one be done by the end of this year. Hopefully.
Oh shoot!
I do plan on going over there to record some music.
So, what kind of music will Shadows of the Night be?
I think we're gonna touch on like mental health stuff, songs that people can relate to, that everyone goes through, different emotions, thoughts, and even storytelling like horrorcore and stuff like that. So we're gonna have multiple different styles, I guess.
Sure. And what kind of music would you say that you make?
Well, I was horrorcore mainly, but then I started doing the like mental health stuff.
All right. And I guess I kind of skipped over this question. This is one of the ones I'd like to start out with. But who are some of your biggest musical inspirations?
Oh, man. Kid Frost is one of them. He's from the West Coast. The Kung Fu Vampire, Whitney Payton, Rashid, and there's a couple other artists there. There's so many artists, but those are the main ones right there.
Right on. Those are some pretty top name artists. And like you had mentioned earlier, to be able to get advice from some of the names that you mentioned earlier is definitely a foot up in the game. So, I know this is kind of a hard question for some artists to answer, but would you happen to know how many songs you have in your catalog?
Oh man. I have no idea. I never kept track of that.
Is there one that you have, and this is again out of your catalog, that do you have a favorite?
I have two of them. One of them is the one I did with J Flow, Dark Place, because it has a lot of emotion behind it. And Low Again, the track called Low Again, featuring Kung Fu Vampire and Rashid. Those are my two favorites.
Yeah. And do you have one that is emotional, whether it brings up sad emotions, happy, just one song that in your catalog that you just gave your heart to the world?
Yep, that would be the Dark Place song, because that song came from the heart, and it really was a song to my kids, because I was talking about what they went through when their mom passed away. So I was kind of writing what I seen and how it made me feel watching them go through that pain.
Now, do you have a current? I want to stress that part because I know overall is impossible to answer for a lot of people. So currently, what is your favorite song or a song that you find yourself putting on repeat?
Oh, well, it's a song that hasn't come out yet.
Okay. Let me clarify. Of anyone, this is not in your catalog.
Okay. Well, actually, I've been listening to a lot of the artist Glorilla. I've been listening to a song called Yeah Glow. It's just very catchy, and I think she goes pretty hard in that song.
All right, you guys. So there's your recommendation for the day. Go look up Glorilla. Is that right?
Yeah.
Go look that up. All right. So have you had the opportunity to perform live?
Oh, yeah. I've had plenty of times. Actually, my name used to be Hayes, the Northside Mexican. And a lot of people still call me Hayes, but there was because there was two Hayes at the time. There was three of us. One was a female, there was me, and then there was Willie Hayes. And they used to get us mixed up. So I changed my name to Rocky Rob, because that was actually Rocky Rob was born at the Gathering.
Oh, nice. Okay, we need the backstory behind that one, because if you got your name from a gathering, that's got to be a story.
Oh yeah. So the story behind that was it was I think it was day one or day two. Yeah, I think it was day two. I was waiting for a friend. She went out somewhere. Nice. So I sat on a rock waiting for her, and she never came back. So I just kept sitting there. And then Juggalo came by. He's like, "Are you doing okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm doing all right." He's like, "You want to come chill with us, with me and my brothers?" And that's when I met his brother, John Ackman, but he goes by Cold Cuts. And he started asking me. I told him I did music, so he started asking me what my name was, and I was like, "Oh, it's Hayes, the Northside Mexican." He's like, "Man, that's too long." He's like, "Let's shorten it up." He's like, "Your name is Robert. You're sitting on a rock." He's like, "We're gonna call you Rocky Rob." and it stuck since.
You're sitting on a rock and your name is Rob. All right. Well, there you go. Uh, so, uh, back to the live question. Do you, out of the places you've had, do you have a favorite venue that you've had the opportunity to perform at so far?
Carl's Tavern.
That seems to be one of the top rated places on this show. We're gonna have to make a trip to this venue, apparently.
Yeah, it's not the biggest venue, but it's definitely a juggalo bar. It's I like the Davis and Natty. They're both awesome. They got good wings too.
Good music, good hangout, and good food.
Yeah.
Sounds like a win to me. Now, do you have a favorite song that you like to perform live?
Who's my song? Who's there?
All right, now we're gonna get into some of the good stuff. You've already named a couple pretty top name artists. Who else have you had the opportunity to work with?
Let's see. Smalls one. She's pretty awesome. Besides Kung Fu. Well, you did songs with Chris Calico too, so just like I did too. So it's pretty awesome. He actually one of the songs that I did for it, he liked it, so he actually gave me props to it, which was pretty cool.
Hell yeah, that's freaking awesome, man. Because I kind of know the ins and out on that, and some people don't know that just because you get features with some of these people, they don't always know, or they don't always recognize. So just to know that he heard it and to get props for that, that's a hell of an accomplishment.
Well, it was. I gotta thank LB Sickening for that, because he was pushing it out a lot, and since he's on the track too, he kind of was pushing it towards him, and he responded. So that was pretty cool.
Hell yeah, there's some other names being dropped down in here. J-Flo just said Jamie Madrox. Have you worked with Madrox?
Oh yeah, I did a song with Jamie Madrox and Blaze Your Dead Homie. That was actually my first feature, I think.
Wow.
First features I ever had, I think, or the second one. My first feature was Rashid. Then it was Jamie Madrox and Blaze Your Dead Homie. Did a song with King Gordy.
Do you have one with Exhibit?
Oh yeah. That actually is growing. Like,
is that the Most High track?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've listened to that track multiple times. As a matter of fact, that's one of my favorite tracks of yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna release the remix to it pretty soon.
All right, so Jay is also asking me to, and I have also noticed that you've been going pretty crazy with the music videos this year. So why don't you kind of tell us a little bit about some of those that you've dropped and got the opportunity to make or might be coming out?
All right. Huge shout outs to Rocks TV. They hooked it up. DJ Carlito. He was kind of the director. The Pop Rocks. Rudy Hill. Rude Boy. They're a good crew, and they do pretty good. I liked what they did, and they did I thought they would come up with ideas. I threw some ideas in it, like Who's There was like a movie like feel to it. So that was pretty cool. And then Watch Them Fall, and then we did Dark Place. That was the latest one, and I plan on getting more. I did forget. I do the song with Danny Dollars and Trey Pounds, and it's called Psychedelic Deviator, and it's about my bad trip that I had at the gathering last year.
All right. You'll have to make sure that when all of this stuff comes out, to share all those links for us on the Hype as Fuck group so that I could see them and help you share them out, because you have really good production quality in the videos that I've seen so far. So it's nothing to be shy about. You should definitely go check him out. We have another question from one of our viewers, Godspeed Kazoo Joey. What a name. He would like to know how you met Got Bud Records.
I met Jay or slash Master Sid. I met him at the gathering. No, he made a post about getting on the mixtape, on the gathering mixtape. So I hit him up and we did a song together. And I think we put it on the track. We put it on the mixtape. And then when I met him at the gathering, I was so gone. He was coming up to me, giving me a CD, and I'm like looking at him like I don't know who he is. But he knew I was so messed up that, but that's how we became friends after that.
Oh, the gathering. I've never been, but it seems like such an amazing place. I'm so jealous.
It's a good place to go. Once you go, you never want to miss another one. It's like there's always side stage. There's always like renegade stages to do, and even if you don't make it on the big stage, someone has a stage there somewhere.
Hell yeah. It sounds like a major party. Now, if you could work with anyone, dead or alive, whether it be musically or even outside of music, who would you want to work with?
Well, if he was dead artist, Taurus B.I.G. He's my biggest inspiration. And alive, I want to do one song with let's see. I'll be honest, I want to do a song with Eminem. I'd like to tell a story,
Hell yeah. Eminem. Hit him up.
I mean, you never know.
No, man, you never do. You can't. Seriously, I'm not joking, man. If some miracle Eminem watches this podcast, hit him up. It's not. I mean, it's an out there dream, but absolutely nothing is, out of our reach. Now, this is one of my newer questions that I had to add to my list of things, because I myself am curious to know, can you describe the high that you get from being on stage?
Oh, it's like an adrenaline rush, like heart pumping. You're like exciting, and sometimes you get nervous too, because in your mind you're like, you don't want to fuck up on stage, but you just calm down and have a good time and stay loose. You do fine. And that's what I learned. I've gotten a lot of advice on being on stage, from Razor and Scum. They give me advice. Insane Poetry. They all pulled me aside and gave me advice on how to make my stage presence is what I had to work on the most.
And could you, is there any advice that you'd have for any artists on how to, I guess, or even how you prepare yourself beforehand for something like that?
For live performances, I usually drink. I don't get drunk. I get a buzz. I have a good time, and I usually do pretty well after that. You know, that's what works for me. But I don't know if it'll do for others. Usually, it works for others too. You know, you're not thinking about anything. You're just there to have fun. You're being in the moment, and you're ready to go.
Sure. No, that's good advice. Just don't overthink it. Just have fun, because that's exactly why you're there. All right. Now, if you could open any venue in the world, where would you want to headline?
Oh man, Lion Stadium.
Lion Stadium. And who would be your 3 openers? Mainstream, underground, anyone you want.
I would take, of course, I would take Slash Master Sid. I would take J Flow, and my homie Kung Fu Vampire.
Hell yes. That is a show I would definitely go see. Now, what are some of the ways you try to network or you use to get your music heard or seen?
I'll make a lot of shorts, short videos. So far, I've been using TikTok lately, as you know, before they ban it, but that helps too. Just making short videos, because people don't have like that long attention span like they used to. People just want to get it done and move on to the next thing. You know? So making short videos about your music or upcoming albums, that helps a lot.
What are some other strategies that you have or ways to grow, or in other words, your 5-year plan?
You can use ads, like campaigns, to create ads so people could click on your links. I know you have to pay for it, but it's worth it. It's all organic, and and it pushes it out there for you farther. Makes it farther reach. So constantly promoting, pushing, having a team behind you too, helping you push out the music.
All right, so this is my controversial question of the show. We're going to pretend you have a hater watching. What do you have to say to them?
All right. So if I have a hater watching, I just want to let them know. Thank you for hating me. You're just helping me out.
Yeah, pretty much. That's the same way I look at it. Thank you. My haters make me famous. Now, the flip side of that question, how do you maintain your fan base?
I think I just make videos, and I make a lot of videos. Try to put out music, because you gotta consistency. Here you go. That's the word. Being consistent and keep dropping music is gonna get you out there too. And it gives the fans something to listen to other than your old music. You keep dropping something every week or every 2 weeks, however many times you want to do it. It just keeps them occupied while you're working on an album or EP.
So do you, and this is just your opinion, do you think it is more? Hold on, let me figure out how to properly word this. Do you think it's more effective to, like you said, continuously give them content on a regular basis, or to try to network with them on a one-on-one basis?
I think a little bit of both. I like to do one-on-ones, and I try to do the best I can, because being a single parent, you gotta have a balance. So when I don't record music, man, like, I get the like I get grumpy, I guess. Like I would get sad sometimes, because like creating is I'm a creator, you know. I like creating stuff, and then
That's your outlet. That's your release, man. I
yeah,
feel it.
yeah.
So now, for you personally, what is one of the hardest obstacles you yourself have had to overcome as an artist?
Oh man, the hardest was, I think it's live performing. That the stage presence mainly, you know. But everyone's different, you know. And another thing would be, I guess, dealing with hate. And at first, it used to bother me, but now it doesn't. Hate, you know, haters don't bother me anymore, right? But, I think, yeah, the biggest obstacle would be live performing. Learning how to perform music without your voice behind you, just the beat, just off a pure memory, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That is the biggest obstacle right now I'm working on.
Yeah, with as big a with the amount of music you have, I could see why that would be a struggle. That's a lot to remember.
Oh yeah, especially if you're doing like, imagine like all the artists that like go on for like 30 minutes or an hour and having to remember all those songs. It's kind of hard, man, but like I know they can do it.
So, what is one of the things that keeps you motivated to make music?
My children, especially because when I don't record music for a while, my son especially, he's like, "Hey, Dad, you need to make some new music, man."
That's great. Your kids are even pushing you to achieve your dream. I love that.
Yeah, actually, they help me promote. They be sharing my music with kids at school.
Oh, that's hella dope. Hell yeah. All right. I'm sold. I need kids now. Baby promoters. What is some advice that you would have for upcoming artists?
Don't let your ego get big. Like some people, be your own critic. Because some people will say, "Oh yeah, that music's, your song sounds awesome," but that's just to feed your ego, and it might not sound as good. So when somebody gives you a review and it's not what you expect, you're gonna get all like upset and angry over it because your friends said it was good, but others are telling you it's not. It still has work to do. So that's what I like to do is before I release any track, make sure that I like it myself, and I keep listening to it over and over until I think it's perfect. I don't think it's ever going to be 100% perfect, because even when you listen to a song later, you can make a song. Let's say you made a song like from last year. You listen to it now, you're like, man, I could have said it this way. I could have done it like this. So be your own critic and keep pushing, never give up.
Absolutely. Take advice, but also take it with a grain of salt because, as he said, your friends might just be being friendly.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are some hobbies that you like to do outside of music?
I like drawing sometimes. Playing Uno cards, board games. I don't really play video games like I was used to, but I play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! That's one of my favorite games online.
Oh, that actually reminds me of a question that I seen asked earlier that I forgot to ask. Jay Floance would also like me to ask you what your favorite Pokemon is.
Yeah. Blastoise. Blastoise.
I'm trying to remember that one. Is that one of the turtles?
Yeah, it's like the turtle basically with the huge cannons on them.
So, yeah, the ultimate form of Squirtle.
Yeah.
All right. There's my nerd side peeking out a little bit for you. All right, so I am actually down to my last two questions. So this is the part of the show where I want to remind my viewers to go ahead and drop any questions if you have them. And also, I'm going to throw the floor to you to talk about any upcoming events or anything that we might have missed that you want to touch on.
All right. Well, actually have a song with Al Azul coming out soon, but I've been holding off on it, waiting for the right time. I'm thinking about redoing it because I kind of edited my my lyrics, and so I just want to redo it over again before I release it. But it's really good. I think everyone's gonna like that.
Another hell of a feature.
Yeah, I actually I seen them over there when Slash Master Sid opened up for Kill the Priest. It was over there in Fort Wayne, and they were there too. They were opening up for Kill the Priest, and I reached out to them there, and we did a business thing, and they didn't expect it. I just had money on me. So, hey, let's do this right. Let's make a transaction right now. I have it on me. And they did. It took a while because they're pretty busy, but it was worth the wait. It's really good.
That is awesome. Congratulations. And I can't wait to hear how that one turns out.
See, the inspirational quote or a song that keeps you going. My inspirational quote. You remember that there's a movie, Meet the Robinsons. It's like a cartoon.
Uh-huh.
That saying, "Keep moving forward," has always stuck by me, and so I say it too. Keep moving forward. That became my motto. Never give up and keep moving forward.
Hey, that's a good motto. And who cares where it comes from? If we're going to be real here, mine comes from the old school Thomas the Tank Train engine. I think I can.
Yeah, there's inspiration everywhere. You just gotta. The question is, are you paying attention?
Exactly.
It's a lot of people ask for answers, and the answers are always there, given to you. but a lot of times we're not paying attention, and so we miss out on it.
All right. So, any more questions from my viewers? Go ahead and drop those in here real fast for us. And then I'm going to go ahead and jump into one of my last few questions. This is Hype AF Podcast, so I need you to relive this moment and get hype as fuck with us. And tell us your most hype as fuck moment. Whatever it is, I don't care. Anything in your life, but it's got to be your most hype as fuck moment and make us hype.
My most hype as fuck moment was when the first time I met Kung Fu Vampire, and he we started talking, we started having a conversation, and then he invited me out to a show, and I'll tell him, well, I don't have money for it. He's like, you're gonna be my VIP. Just help me unpack my stuff, my equipment. And after that, we became like brothers, and that was a exciting moment for me.
So not only did you get to meet him for the first time, but you got to go and be his merch man, pretty much.
Yeah, I basically unloaded his the equipment, like the drums and whatever else he needed.
Well, shit. I mean, you meet the guy and then you're VIP. Hell yeah, that's hype as fuck.
Oh yeah, see, look, I got this Pikachu pipe right here.
All right. So I am down to my last question, and unless you've watched the show, this one's going to throw you for a loop. But what is your favorite dinosaur?
My favorite dinosaur would be Raptor.
And why?
I think because they're intelligent creatures and they're quick and they're sneaky.
They're sneaky. Hell yeah. Also, I'm going to give you a hint in case anyone ever asks you that again. They're pack hunters. Not many other dinosaurs have been known to do that yet. And that is the ultimate sign of intelligence. And if you want to put it in today's terms, that's networking at its best. So, extra win if you ask me.
I agree.
So that is unfortunately all the questions I have today. So I want to just make sure one more time that there's nothing else that we skipped over or that you want to let our people know about.
Well, I do have my own podcast that I do with my homie Mike, Big Sick. We do a podcast called Mind Walks Podcast, and we talk about conspiracies, aliens, cryptic creatures, and we're always looking to accept guests and get people's input on what they think about stuff like that. We go live every other Friday or Saturday. Right now we're on season 2.
And would that Mike person be the Mike in the comments?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, Mike, go ahead and drop a link. Let's network right here, right now. Drop a link to where we can find this show and spread the word. And I mean, that sounds awesome. My other affiliate show, Happy Days, has a show called Beyond the Veil that is very similar. So maybe there could be a possible collaboration in the future.
Shout out to Jacob.
Shout out Jacob. Happy Days Entertainment. They're in here watching with us, so we appreciate you guys too. Hell yeah. So podcast, music, Go ahead and I is it Rocky Rob on all social media? Better make sure we let him know where to find you.
Yeah, so Rocky Rob on Facebook. Instagram is Rocky.Rob21. TikTok is Rocky Rob 2. I used to have a Twitter account. I don't really get on it because now you have to pay, and I was like, it used to be free, so I was like, I don't want to pay to post just to post stuff like. So I just stick with Instagram and Facebook and TikTok.
Hell yeah. All right, you guys. So you were just informed. Please, please, please make sure to go follow my guests on any and all platforms would be ultimate. Stream the music, watch the music videos, and just go network, Please go follow. That's why we're doing this show. And I want to thank you again for coming on. And basically, I want to send you off with the hopes of over 1 billion streams on every single thing that you do from here on out and the best possible future in every one of your endeavors.
You too, because I know you do music.
I appreciate that. So, yeah, thank you for coming on. I had a great time. I want to let you know that you were always welcome back on the show. So, if you have any upcoming events or something big coming out that you want to share, and, just hit me up in my inbox, and you're more than welcome to come back anytime. And I had a great time, and I hope you enjoyed coming on and spending the time with me because I had a good time.
Oh, yeah, I liked it.
Oh, yeah, man. Do me a favor and send me all of your YouTube link and your Spotify so that I can drop them in the comments and link them to this video after the show. And like I said, it was a pleasure talking to you, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day and awesome freaking career, man.
Thank you. I want to say this, though. My name is Rocky Rob, and it's time to get hype as fuck.
Hell yeah, man. Bet that's getting clipped into the freaking commercial. Much love, man. All right. So till next time, hype as fuck. Thank you for coming on, man. Much love.
Much love.
Hell yeah, you guys. That's how you all need to end the show. Take notes, bitches. I love you all. Just kidding. But seriously, huge shout out to today's guest, Rocky Rob, and to every single one of you guys in the comments. Wifey, Sunray, as always, Acid Happy. Thank you for tuning in. Happy Days Entertainment, Mike Stickler. You guys go hit those links. Those are to the podcast that was just mentioned. Go network, show love. Who else is in here? I know there was quite a few of you. Give me a second to scroll up and find you. I don't want to miss you. Mark, thank you for tuning in. Christina Baker, a.k.a. Kristanique, thank you for tuning in. Go follow her as well, another musician / beat maker. I know there was another one in here. Where'd you go? Godspeed Kazoo. There you are. Jay Flowans, thank you for tuning in, homie. Go check out that episode of Get Hype AF. That is up on YouTube, or you can use the hashtag Get Hype AF podcast and find any of our previous shows on Facebook as well. But little tip, much easier if you just go look that up on YouTube. Links to all of these shows are under the events to those shows on YouTube, and I will reshare them again after the show. And if you're watching from YouTube right now, hell yeah, you're already ahead of the game. Hit that subscribe and turn on those notifications so that you don't ever miss an upcoming episode. And stay tuned because we have some more episodes coming up for you next week with Toad, Cap the Wise Guy, and then in the next week we have the Yard Boys, who are about to drop another album. or their first album at the end of this year. And yo, I almost forgot to mention this. I have an interview tomorrow. My first interview, you guys. The podcast, is going to be in the interview seat. I'm going to be on an interview with my brother, Versatile Justin Kane, tomorrow on Happy Days Entertainment with my music group Coexist. We are dropping a new album January 1st. Right here, right now, till the end of tomorrow. I made a post saying that it was the end of tonight, but I'm going to run it till tomorrow, the end of the interview. That album is available for hard copy pre-sale, but you got to hit me up today or tomorrow to get it shipped before the release date. Anyways, enough about me. Go stream my music. Okay, enough about me. Big shout out again to today's guests, all of my viewers for watching. Thank you so much. If you want to donate, throw down some stars in any of these. You can do it probably via my page, not Hype AF, or you can do that direct link. You don't have to, but it's appreciated. Go follow my guests and have a freaking Hype as Frick day. Hype as Frick day. Have a freaking awesome day. And I think that's all I got. Much love, you guys. I'm out.